Seriously? You think people are gonna watch monthly videos of you sat on your own doing nothing? Hello, it's January 1st. Do you know what would be fun? Let's do the pretentious monthly scrapbook this year. Well done, Leah. I went to the cinema today, and on my way back from the cinema, I was like, oh, I need to make more stuff. So I figured one way to make sure that I am regularly making stuff is to do the pretentious monthly scrapbook that was started by Sammy Paul about 2 years ago. I'll do some links to some good ones below. And then I realised that I spend pretty much all of my time on my own, not doing very much. So, as well as this being me trying to make stuff, it's also going to be me trying to actually do something with my life. But basically, today I went to see A Monster Calls, and I was the only person in the whole screen, which meant that I could ugly cry Kim Kardashian style during the film, and no one could judge me, which was great. It was beautiful, go see it if you haven't already. And then I saw Rogue One, which was just so much fun. I loved it, it was great. Here we are. 1st of January, starting the new year on my own, talking to a camera. Well, that was a load of
Rise and shine, motherfucker, it's a brand new day. Are you gonna stay in bed like a wuss? Or are you gonna... Rise and shine, motherfucker, it's a brand new day. Are you gonna stay in bed like a wuss? Or are you gonna...
So, back in 2015, I was like, oh, my New Year's resolution is that I am going to take up running. It is now January 2017 and I have never been for a run. But I am still concerned about like health and I want to be fit and healthy. So, I found a personal trainer. Where is the TV? I found the personal trainer on the TV and I'm gonna see if she can make me fit. The thing is though, I don't own exercise gear because I don't exercise. So I'm gonna do this in my pajamas. Right? Let's do this. So last night I was watching Tattoo Fixers whilst applying fake tattoos to myself because why not? And I posted this to Instagram to show off the fake tattoo that I had put on myself. And George commented with this. Since then, she has been messaging me about how she's going to be back in the UK in April and she's going to go get a tattoo and she wants me to come and also get a tattoo because she's fed up of me going, I might get a tattoo and never actually doing it. I've not done it because I'm a massive wuss. George, on the other hand, is more of a doer. If she's like, yeah, I'm going to get a tattoo in April, you're going to come with me, then she's going to get a tattoo in April and I am going to go with her. I'm really scared of needles and I'm a massive commitment phobe and I can't commit to having one thing on my skin for the rest of my life. Can you even imagine? Okay. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
rain to snow for some areas.
It's getting colder and colder at the moment. This air has come from a long way north. The weather much more straightforward across the northern half of the UK, where we've had some issues with lying snow already. More snow showers will continue. Further south, though, across more parts of Wales, southwest England, we've seen rain moving in, some snow over the hills. That's clearing away. We could see briefly some snow.
All this week we have been told about a thing called thunder snow, which sounds like it should be the name of a heavy metal band or something. But at the moment, this thunder snow looks very much just like nothing. Will we experience thunder snow? Who knows? Let's hope so that this video is actually interesting. Thunder snow looks a lot like drizzle from here. Snow update. Look at all that white snow. Such lovely white snow. It's just gone 12. You are listening to Lil Expat live here on Summer Valley FM until 2 o'clock this afternoon. On today's show, we have the return of Green's Gags. We have got a gig guide for you. We are going to be playing one of the new Ed Sheeran songs. What a surprise that was. He did a Beyonce on us all. Wasn't expecting that. We'll be playing one of those a bit later. Also, anything that you want to listen to, you can let me know. studio@summervalleyfm.co.uk. And at some point during this show, you may hear some sort of weird singing from outside. Do not panic. Apparently there is a Wassailing. I don't know how to pronounce. I'm not local enough to know what it is. But apparently there is a Wassailing festival thing happening in Norton High Street today. So if at any point during the show you can hear chanting and singing from outside, do not fret. That is what that is. And if you are wandering around the high street and you see a group of people singing at trees, also do not fret. That is a legitimate thing that is happening today. Wassailing is happening. Oh my god. This is what Wassailing looks like. That was by far the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. That was just a whole other level of weird. They shot a tree. They had a shotgun and they shot a tree. They're all still there. They shot a tree and then they sang at it. It's like something out of the League of Gentlemen. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. That sunset. Oh, it's a bit nice. I am off on a road trip now to go get Stacey and we're gonna go see La La Land. Yay! Also, I get to give her Christmas present, which I still have because it only arrived a few days ago. So that'll be fun. City of stars, are you shining just for me? City of stars, there's so much that I can see. Who knows? I felt it from the first embrace I shared with you. That now our dreams, they finally come true. So, I just dropped Stacey home. I am a mess. I am a bloody mess. I cried quite a bit during that film because it was just so real. Oh, the feels. So at first I was a bit like, what is this film trying to be? Because you had like the 1950s music and the nostalgia and all of that, but it was also like modern and you had like this beautiful cinematography and then the ugliness of LA, and I was just like, what is this? And it took me a little while to get used to the style of the film, but then it was a little bit existential for a Wednesday evening. There's like this bit, she's an actress, and she's saying like, it doesn't matter if she goes to auditions because no one cares. And she doesn't get anywhere. And I'm like, I feel you, girl. It hurts a bit when you make stuff and you create stuff and you put it out there and no one cares about it. And you create stuff because you want to, and you make stuff because you want to, and you do all these things because they're things that you want to do. But a little bit of you does still want other people to appreciate it, and yeah. Oh. La La Land is bloody brilliant. It made me cry, but I loved it. Ugh. I feel like I need to
I need to have a hot squash and a lie down.
Good afternoon and welcome to January's headlines. First up, in international news, Donald Trump's inauguration went without a hitch. Apart from a plagiarised cake, the fact that we all now think Melania needs help, and the fact that he appeared to quote Batman in his speech, he is now president of the United States of America. Many people have speculated that in fact he and archvillain Bane are in fact the same person.
And giving it back to you, the people.
And we give it back to you, the people.
Of course, this is a thing that we are now allowed to say and speculate about on the internet due to a phenomenon known as alternative facts. The White House has now given permission to lie openly about anything that you want, which means that if you happen to work for The Sun, are a politician or a car salesman, your time to shine has arrived. You may now tell anyone anything that you like and pass it off as true, as long as you keep it under the headline of alternative facts. In other news, in the UK, thousands of pounds of taxpayers' money and lots of time have been wasted because the government have decided that instead of Parliament actually just debating a thing, it needed to go to court, and not just the High Court, the Supreme Court, who in fact gave the exact same result as the High Court did in the first place. This now means that the whole terms of Brexit will be discussed in Parliament, but it also means that there's a large number of parliamentarians that A, don't understand the Constitution, and B, don't understand the law, and yet they are allowed to continue to make law. And those are your January headlines. It's Oscar nomination day today, which usually means that I get very excited about all the different films that have come out, and this year I haven't actually seen that many of the Oscar-nominated films, although to be fair, some of them haven't been released here yet. But I thought, as this is a monthly vlog series, I thought I'd do some predictions of things that I would like to see happen at the Oscars this year, and in February's video we'll see if we were right. It'll be a good year for La La Land. La La Land's got like 14 nominations. It's bound to win at least one, isn't it? Of all the Best Picture noms, I've only actually seen La La Land, but I think that one's a pretty safe bet. La La Land for Best Picture. Best Actress. I'd like Emma Stone to win. She was incredible in La La Land. That scene where she's in the audition on the phone is like one of the greatest pieces of acting I've ever seen, and it wasn't even like a real thing. But Meryl Streep is also nominated, and we love Queen Meryl. Best Actor. I'd really like Denzel Washington, Viggo Mortensen or Andrew Garfield to get it, but I think it'll probably be Casey Affleck. Best Supporting Actress, hands down, needs to be Viola Davis. She needs to get her EGOT. That has to happen. As I haven't seen any of the films that any of the Best Supporting Actors are in, I'm just going to say Dev Patel. Damien Chazelle's obviously going to win Best Director for La La Land. Haven't seen any of those, I'm so crap at this. Or any of those. Best Animated Feature, Moana and Zootopia are both nominated, and I loved both of them. But Moana had some of the best animation I've ever seen Disney do, and the soundtrack was freaking amazing. I'd like it to be Moana, but I think it'll probably be Zootopia. Best Original Song. There's 2 songs from La La Land that have been nominated, so blatantly, La La Land is in for more of a shot at this category, and I loved both of those songs. In fact, that entire soundtrack is just incredible. But How Far I'll Go from Moana is also nominated, and it's written by Lin-Manuel Miranda. If he gets it, he'll have his PGOT. He will have won everything. Lin-Manuel Miranda needs that one because he's a precious cinnamon roll that needs to be protected at all costs, and I'd just really love to see him win an Oscar. I think it'll probably be La La Land, one of the 2 from La La Land. Cinematography, La La Land. Oh my god, Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad is listed. We're literally living in a world where Suicide Squad is an Oscar-nominated film. Just let that sink in for a minute there. That'll probably win that though, to be fair. Best makeup, Suicide Squad, probs. Best animated short, Piper. That was the one with the little birds before Moana. I hope that wins, that was really good. So basically, in conclusion of Leah's Oscar nomination predictions, I want Lin-Manuel Miranda, I just want him to win the best soundtrack and then I'll be happy. Tune in February to see if I was right. Hi, editing Leah here. I'm just putting together this January scrapbook, whatever this is. I don't even know what to say, but I need to say something. I'm currently working on the section of the video about the Oscars, and this week Donald Trump signed an executive order which means that people from certain countries in the Middle East are now not permitted to go to America. This means that one of the people that has been nominated for Best Foreign Film can't get into the States to go to the Oscars. Aside from the fact that yesterday was Holocaust Memorial Day, as in a day where we look at the atrocities that racism helped commit. It's a day where we remember Donald Trump signed an executive order which is banning certain people from coming into the United States. It's just it blows my mind that that is a thing that has happened in the same month in which we are looking back and commemorating all of those people whose lives were just taken away from them by the very political ideology that Donald Trump subscribes to. That's a bit... Anyway, I'm editing this bit on the Oscars right now, and the fact that that executive order is stopping someone that has made an Academy-nominated film from going to the ceremony, it made me think of that quote. There's a quote that says, "They came for the socialists, but I wasn't a socialist, so I didn't speak up." That quote came to me because I can't publicly put out a thing about the Oscars and not mention that is a thing that's happened. That I can't do it. If I continue with this project, I'm not going to sit by and not mention despicable things like that happening in the world, because we need to remember. The whole point of us doing Holocaust Memorial Day, for us to remember and to not make the same mistakes. So, this is me making sure I remember and that I don't stand idly by when shit like this goes down. As you were. That building behind me, that's an actual proper music venue that Dick and Don were playing at soon. And I just played in. I was rehearsing though. I'm not a proper rock star yet.
Oh, you jumped too soon.
Yeah, two jumps then, didn't we?
Yeah.
That one?
Broke it now.
Yeah.
Can I have a party ring? Why?
Say, oh, go on, let Leah have one. Not that
I
one.
want that one. Can I have one of those? Can you get me one? Can I have a pink one?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I have a pink one? Thank you.
Can I have one?
What's your name, man? Alexander Hamilton.
We got Hamilton tickets.